So then, how many times does it have to look at your smile? Because every time I seem to speak to you, you've done really well against United.
I remember last time I spoke to you, I said I need to speak to you more often. So again, I'm delighted to talk to you. And we're in the back here. A great victory. We've always got a tough game. And I've got to see the conditions. The two sets of players take a bit of credit for trying to play in the conditions. And fair play to the referee as well. I mean, he got the call right at the end of the day.
At the beginning, it looked like it was going to be close whether the game was going ahead, but I noticed that both you and Mark Roberts were out there seeming to urge that the game went ahead.
Yeah, we had a good chat before it. And the two did say, regardless, if it does get worse, we'll start the game. If it gets worse, regardless of score and it's common sense, we'll call the game off. But the two were keen to get it on. And I said it was right call at the end of the day. It was touch and go for a wee while just after 2 o'clock, but thankfully for us now that the rain stayed away.
Your team, I keep on saying this to you, you've got some really excellent players out there. Jamie Longworth again, he's worth $1 million out there for you, and you've also got Craig Malcolm getting the 2 in there, but we saw some fantastic play. Grant Gallagher's run into the box for that second goal, and he's running the pass superb.
Great, and got to say it's a player that's playing out of position for us at the moment. We've cut off Scott Robertson and Craig Pettigrew out injured at the moment, so he's had to go and fill in there. And I thought he played some right good stuff. I thought the energy of the team was great again. I thought he played at a right good tempo. And we tried to play, and thankfully we got the goals at the right time. We started sloppy. He went ahead and deserved to go ahead, but once we get back into the game, then I thought we looked strong.
Sean Winter loved those conditions because he was able to turn the defenders, and he looked the most effective I've seen him.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I thought he maybe kept out players that this condition did suit him. It's just the defenders couldn't really dive in because of the way the park was. So it suited him to his low centre of gravity. He could twist and turn a wee bit like the boy for us that you have got. The conditions would suit players like that. And he's great and he got man of match, and I thought it was deserved.
Well, Mark, if it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all.
Certainly not getting much luck just now. Probably on the field and off it with the injury situation. I think even the way the game started today, I thought we started really well. We were on the front foot, we were doing everything that we asked of them when we got the goal. I felt if we'd scored again in that wee period there, it would have been a different game, but it was a wee communication problem with their equaliser, which is a hard one to take because we got it one each then. And we feel as though we're maybe slightly the better team in the first half, but again there was two teams out there going for it big time in terrible conditions, and it was a real game of football the other day. We were decimated by injury the day for the starting line-up and while the game was going on, so it's hard to take.
Probably one of the biggest questions everyone's going to be asking is about Peter Murphy. What's the situation there?
It's just the same shoulder injury that he had before, but he actually came down and landed in the same bit. And I think it'll probably be worse this time because it's the second time it's happened. So he's a massive miss for us. But we've also got Campbell out, Donald out, Crawford out, Beattie out, McKinley out. Paul Slane played his heart out the other day for us, but was struggling with a groin injury. Brian Gilmore had an injection last week that meant he could play today, but you can see he was in his 100%. So we've got real problems when it comes to the injury front. So I say we just need to get on with it, and hopefully the luck will change for us soon.
What does this mean for Tuesday night then, going up to Alloa on a surface you don't particularly like playing on either?
I don't know. We'll just need to wait and see how things clear up in the next 2 or 3 days. If they clear up, if not, we'll just need to try to get a team on the pitch that will be competitive. Going to Alloa, they'll be far the favourites in this tie, even more so with the injuries we've got. But we'll need to go up there and get a team out there that's competitive and can go and give it a go, and we'll see what happens.
What's the situation about Kevin Rutkowicz when he comes in? Is he allowed to play many times for us?
Kevin is only allowed to play as a trialist for 3 games between now and the 1st of January, which is disappointing considering you see the injuries we've got. And to be fair, I thought probably the one we slipped for the goal, that was a communication problem between him and Nicky Devil. Apart from that, I thought he done really well. He said it was his first game in a long time. So again, we'll just need to try and manage that with him playing the 3 games between now and January, and even try to get Campbell back. But they need to go and get a couple of players. That obviously nothing's going to happen for Tuesday. He can't play players in the cup game, but we'll need to try to get somebody in for next week.
So let's clarify this again with Kevin. Can you sign him before then? Would there be a possibility of that?
No. Kevin will sign come the 1st of January, but we can't sign him at the moment because he wasn't released by East Fife until after the transfer window. So what that means, we can only play him as a trialist at the moment because his contract has now been cancelled, but we can't sign him.
Are there any players you've looked at and you can feel that we could go for at the moment?
It's difficult. We've actually spoke to quite a few teams in the last couple of weeks about getting people out, but a lot of the teams that we're speaking to are not willing to let these players go. And again, you don't want to go and get somebody who will only make your team better. So it's pointless doing that. So we'll keep trying, we'll work away and hopefully we can get somebody in.